Welcome back to this channel. Today we're going to be looking at another figure from the Rudolph and the Misfit Toys action figure line from the first wave. And so, of course, since it's Christmas time, we're going to be looking at a Christmas toy. We're going to open up this Mickey Mouse wrapping, so... see some of the... Oh, there's more wrapping. Now this box is actually almost close to being as big as the as Bumbles' box. So try to guess who this figure might be. We already looked at Bumble, so if you want to see the review of the Bumble Deluxe Abominable Snow Monster action figure, go check out, go on my channel and search it, because I don't feel like adding something in the description. So that means the other figures we need to review are Yukon Cornelius, Santa, Sam Snowman, Hermie the Elf, Clarice, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And you can see down below there's the figurines. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, like, in case you don't know what we're going to be looking at, if you haven't seen my review on Bumble, basically we're going to be looking at figures, Rudolph figures from 2001. That's when the first wave was released. Well, either 2000 or 2001. It kind of just depends on what source you believe in. These were made by Playing Mantis, and they were available at retail, specifically at Kmart, for like $5 or $6. So I'm going to guess that the figure we're going to be taking a look at, if I could place the camera properly, I'm guessing that the figure we're going to be taking a look at is Yukon Cornelius. And of course we are going to be looking at Yukon Cornelius, so yeah, that's pretty interesting. I'm going to cut this video right away, and I'm going to open it off screen, and once I get this figure opened, we'll have a good look at him, so stay tuned. Hey, I'm dealing with some twisty ties issues. Like, I got the one on his arm properly, but the way they position the twisty tie in his neck, it's gonna be a pain. So in the meantime, watch this new Flipnote mashup where it's basically like Chatronic footage, but I'm using characters from Tiny Toon Adventures. So enjoy that 18-second clip, and as I open this toy.
Yeah, with a Big Lobster, please, with butter.
I'm out of Pringles!
Stop yelling!
Pringles, Chad!
Is this an emergency?
Yes!
I'm gonna have to call you back. My child is misbehaving.
Get the pizza one!
Now let's first take a look at his accessories. Of course, here's his earmuffs. His earmuffs are removable, and he just fell down. You can see that there are like grooves on the little pegs inside of his earmuffs, and they're supposed to be placed in his ears. I'd say if you wedge him around them too much, they would definitely fall down. But if they were to be hold on nice and gently, and make sure you don't touch it, then yeah, that works really well. Though my copy of Yukon, unfortunately, isn't that strong when it comes to having his earmuffs on his ears. And besides, why did Playing Mantis gave him removable earmuffs? Because in most of the special, he's not seen without his earmuffs. Well, maybe except for that one time, where he introduced this character. He takes off a piece of his ear, so he could hear. But aside from that, they really did not need it to be removable. And I think his head is also removable, but I'm not gonna remove it on mine just because Yukon is seen throughout the entire special with his hat. So my only gripe with some of the Playing Mantis stuff, not just because of the unnecessary accessories, but also not to mention that that they give us removable features that should they really be removable? And of course, make sure the earmuffs line up properly. On the box, the earmuffs were like, they were like attached to his, to his head by like some string. But unfortunately, because of the age of this figure, the string on my toy has ultimately like decayed. It also faded away. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna have to find a way to deal with the ears. Also, one criticism I have is that in the entire special, he's seen with his backpack, because he would usually have like a backpack in his back, but for some reason, on this figure, he's missing his backpack. However, in the second wave, there is a playset that has the exact same figure with his with his dog sled as well as his dogs, and that one does have his backpack. So at least he did came with the backpack in some form, but in the single pack release he doesn't. Also, I'm kind of noticing this this shiny, oily, slick thing. That's kind of a common occurrence when it comes to old plastic 2000s toys, so don't worry about too much. Oh yeah, one more criticism. It's not the case on my Yukon figure, but it is on a lot of them I see. Oh, well, that's a pretty interesting pose. It's like he's singing or something. Maybe he's singing Silver and Gold. Never mind. I've seen some Yukon Corneliuses even in box. Because you know how sometimes toys can yellow. Well, Yukon unfortunately has this problem where like some areas of his jacket is like colored green, and it's not because of the miscolored green on his clothing on one release of the special on DVD or Blu-ray. It's just the fact that how old it is. The plastic has like started him to yellow. Fortunately, my figure does not have that problem, at least on camera, so that's really good. Some of the accessories that good old Yukon Cornelius has. He comes with his soles, and you can see there's peg holes in it, and basically you put his snowshoes on his boots. See, I gotta make sure I make sure I don't break them, because I mean, these are old toys, like 2000, 2001, whatever you like, but to believe what year these came out in. They probably wouldn't last that long, so if you play with them very roughly. But yeah, I was able to get his snowshoes on. Comes with this knife that you could put on the slot. See if it can. Oh yeah. I'm not so sure if it's supposed to stick out like this, but that's a pretty good job. It also comes with this hammer. It's placed right over here. Also, it's not really much of a criticism. It's just something I just had to mention. In the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer special, he's seen having a gun in his belt, so, like a silver pistol. However, this figure does not have that, and it's not really a big issue because he never used that gun in the special, like, at all. He also comes with his iconic pickaxe, that he would use to throw. He would throw it in the snow, and he would just sniff at it, he would look at it, because he's actually trying to look for peppermint. And at the end of the special, where he goes to the North Pole, He's outside of Santa's workshop seeing Santa's sleigh and Rudolph going to the island of Misfit toys. He was able to find what he was looking for, and it was peppermint. It wasn't silver and gold. He does hold on to it very loosely on his left hand, but let's see if it holds. Probably holds a lot better on his right. I don't think I'm gonna put it on his right hand, and just because of how old the toy is, I'm scared that his fingers are gonna break by trying to shove the pickaxe into his right hand. So I'm just gonna do it like this, even if it's a little loose. Yeah, that's pretty good. For his articulation, well, before I actually take a look at the articulation, let me look at the sculpt of the figure, because he looks fantastic. He looks exactly like how he does in the special. See if he got his eyes, his mustache. His mustache and nose are in the exact same piece, and they're actually separate from the head. So make sure none of the nose piece doesn't break. Here got his beard. His back, it looks like. I love the details on Yukon over here. Of course, we took a look at the knife, as well as the hammer, his belt, his chest. There's his lower half. A really awesome looking figure. Articulation wise, his head rotates, though on my figure it's really loose. So I guess the fact that my Yukon's head is very loose probably might explain why the earmuffs on my figure don't stay on Yukon that easily. His shoulders rotate. His elbows rotate. Both wrists do rotate. There doesn't seem to be a waist joint, but his hips can rotate side to side, so he has around 9, yeah, I'd say he has around 9 points of articulation. A pretty good action figure and really good likeness to the character. I'm really disappointed though that that my figure has problems like, say, of the loose head. It makes his earmuffs fall very easily. And not to mention that he might not be able to hold his accessories that properly. Oh, here, let me zoom it out. Wow, I'm finally able to pose Yukon Cornelius completely. So that is really good. He now looks very complete. Even if he doesn't have his backpack, I could always get the dog sled set that comes with the backpack, so yeah, so overall, despite its flaws, I really like this figure. He has a really amazing sculpt. His articulation is very decent, and his accessories, are very cool, even if he's missing his gun and backpack. So I think I'll have to give Yukon Cornelius maybe a B. Thank you for watching this video, and like and subscribe.